Hey everyone, welcome to the Gentlemen Scholars Club. Today's discussion topic is double-breasted blazers, as you can see. Specifically, the Spier Mackay Navy Twill double-breasted blazer from their 2021 spring and summer collection. I've been on the fence about double-breasted blazers. I've seen a lot of nice ones done, particularly by Ring Jacket or bespoke versions, and my wife really likes them because they lend a certain amount of polish and formality to your look. It looks more put together than a single-breasted blazer, which is admittedly a little bit more casual. However, because of that extra formality, they can be difficult to wear. If you want to wear them in a sort of casual setting, it can be challenging, more so than a single-breasted blazer, unless you're going to a special occasion. Or sometimes it can look like you're going to the yacht club or the country club, and you want to try to avoid those connotations, generally speaking. Double-breasted blazers have gotten short shrifted recently as well because they are associated with sort of robber baron types, corporate businessmen, and the negative associations that they have as well. And the idea is that if you have a certain physique as well, if you carry weight around your middle, it can be challenging to wear double-breasted because the extra cloth down here tends to add heft and girth to your upper body. In fact, there is more cloth here than in a single-breasted blazer. So the idea is, or the perception that you have wearing a double-breasted blazer is that you have a more substantial torso. So it really depends on your physique and how you look once you have it on. I tend to wear smart casual clothing these days, or business casual if you want to call it that. Tieless 90% of the time. Even pre-COVID, I was starting to gravitate away from ties. It's my own personal style and where I live. And so if I picked up a double-breasted blazer, I wanted to make sure that it could be worn within that context. And I think this one from Spier Mackay helps me to do that. First of all, it has patch pockets instead of the flat pocket or the jetted pocket. And you can check out my other video on pocket styles and how they impact formality, which I've also got on YouTube. So the patch pocket makes this immediately a little more casual. It also has a really strong twill, and you can see that if I come up to the camera, you can see the twill line there. And the twill pattern makes this more casual than a smooth one would be. Like a smooth worsted would obviously be businesslike and formal, whereas something like this with a bit of a pattern or a bit of a texture puts it more into the casual realm. I think a navy hopsack, sort of an unlined hopsack or a quarter-line hopsack, would also fit the bill for that. And Spier Mackay, I believe, do have that, but perhaps with a flat pocket, if I'm not mistaken. So this is my first foray into double-breasted blazers. Since 4 or 5 years ago, I picked up one from Sartoria Rossi in Italy, kind of on a whim. It was an impulse buy while I was in Florence. And that one it was a similar color. It had a black or navy blue houndstooth pattern over it, which made it more casual as well. And it had white buttons. This one has brown buttons, but you can see them, right? They contrast against the navy blue. So that sort of contrast also adds a little bit of casualness to the outfit. They're not white, which you can also find on navy double-breasteds, and they're not metallic, right? They're not gold or silver. They're not embossed with nautical themes like a nautical anchor or something like that. And those are sort of a different beast in terms of double-breasted styling. I do find I'm kind of tempted to put white buttons on this and on the sleeves, obviously, to give it a little more casualness, but it would make the outfit more aggressive at the same time, more bold and more forward. And I'm not sure I want to do that given that the double-breasted already has a stronger formality, as I said earlier, than a single-breasted. I do wish that buttons were easily replaceable and I could swap them. If I wanted to go with a bold look in the summer, I could put on white buttons. If I wanted to tone things down a bit or bring things back, I could leave the brown ones on. So I'm kind of researching whether there are button covers or things like that. I don't think there are, but a lot of double-breasteds do have that, do have more obvious contrasting buttons. And like I said, if you want to go for sort of a nautical theme, the country club theme, you can wear gold buttons or silver ones, and even ones that have an anchor on them or something like that. So double-breasteds, as I said, are more formal overall. Some people wear them open to try to tone down that aspect of it. I don't really like that look, to be honest, because it gives you more of a bell-like shape here. I'm essentially thin, but I think it adds hippiness and weight down here. And if I do carry weight anywhere, it is in my belly area. And this kind of adds to the heft of it. So I don't really like the look of wearing it open, though you will see this done by Italians on the internet. You'll see it on Instagram. Not my favorite look. I prefer instead to just wear it like this with a white dress shirt and maybe gray trousers. So these are gray pleated high-rise trousers from Berg & Berg. Kind of a summer wool, lightweight tropical type wool. And that will create an easy outfit with a double-breasted, navy double-breasted like this. White shirt, you can swap the white shirt for maybe a sky blue. You can try a white shirt with thin navy stripes, like a pencil stripe. You can try a white shirt with sky blue stripes on it, keeping the white trousers. If you do want to lean toward that sort of nautical country club vibe, swap the gray trousers for white. And I have a nice pair of white twill, Japanese twill, also from Berg & Berg, high-rise as well, which I also plan to wear in this sort of combination. And in that case, you would definitely not want to wear a white shirt. I would say go with something like the sky blue or something with stripes, just so you're not going white and white with navy, although it still probably can be pulled off by some people. Third option to kind of keep things casual would be to wear jeans, blue denim, lighter blue or darker blue. Probably I would go with a lighter blue toward the sky blue. And that's something I would also plan to do in the summer to kind of keep this as a casual type outfit. So I'll just give you a look at it. It fits pretty well. This is the 38 Contemporary. I usually go between a 38 Contemporary and a 40 Slim. Tried the 40 Slim and found it to be a little bit loose. It wasn't terrible either. I could probably have kept it, but I wanted to go with something that fits a little more slim. And I think that, to me, is also a key for double-breasted blazers, to have it kind of come in at the sides and give you a little bit of that waist suppression. If it's too loose, it looks even more substantial and meaty. And again, because it already has that quality being a DB, you want to go slim and perhaps slightly toward the short end. At least that's what I would like to do for myself. Keeping it somewhat short while still covering your seat and keeping it slim at the sides enhances that casualness. I would also not buy anything other than a 6-button with 2 buttoning holes. So I think it's 6/2, right? You can button this button or this button. This is the one you would normally, or both are buttonable, but you would button this one. You'll also see ones with just 4 buttons. They're quite rare, but you will see them. And to me, that also adds weight to your lower half, the lower half of your torso. So not something I would personally recommend. That would be a 4-button, 4/1 or 4/2 buttoning, double-breasted. Okay, so happy with this. I'll be wearing it probably in the spring rather than in the summer because it does have that extra cloth covering your torso. And as I said, I don't like it opened. So when the weather's really hot, I would probably not see a use for this since it will keep me kind of enshrouded in more cloth than I would have on if I wore single-breasted. So a great jacket for springtime and I would say early fall because you're keeping it closed. And it has that warm weather vibe because of the twill and the way you style it. As I said, either with denim, with sky blue, with some happy stripes and things like that. Hope you found that useful. Please subscribe to the Gentleman Scholars Club for more brand reviews, tips, and discussion of classic men's style. Like the video as well, and we'll see you next time.